time. Okay, call the meeting to order, please. Okay, are there any disclosure of pecuniary interests? Not yet.
Just on the in-camera.
Okay, on the in-camera item. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Can I get a motion for the adoption of the minutes of September 11th, 2017?
So moved.
All in favor? Okay. Closed session minutes, September 11th, 2017. Motion? Okay, all in favor? Okay, on the consent agenda, I don't think any items were pulled, but okay, so can I get a motion to? Okay, all in favor?
That's unusual.
That is, I know.
That's first.
So we have a staff presentation, 6.1, Accessible Ajax Multi-Year Accessibility Plan. Sarah?
Good afternoon. There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to provide you an update on the process that we as staff and with our advisory committees have gone through to take a comprehensive review of our accessibility plan. We do require a comprehensive review of this plan every 5 years as a broad public sector organization, and we're required to continually update status of the accomplishments and objectives within the plan on an annual basis. So I'm here to give you sort of an overview of what steps we've taken to get to where we are to present you with the next 5 years of where we would like to take accessibility within Ajax. So you can see on the slide here, we've started off with some best practice research and vetted everything through the public as well as our committees, and are now here seeking our final approval of the plan. Before we jump into where we're going, it's important to reflect on the accomplishments that we have had to date. And you can see in detail in this slide, as well as within the plan and staff report itself, there have been a numerous amount of accessibility accomplishments that the town should be very proud of its status on. Everything from policy and procedure, the fact that we have now engaged on our second phase of our diversity and community engagement plan. We've launched the new seniors recreational program strategy. We've launched a new mobile application for our customers. We've also seen the staff training content be expanded. We've had content on managing biases in hiring, and that all flows within that accessibility portfolio as well. With our public spaces, it was a real feather in the town's cap to be the first within the province to designate a safe space for play, and to see that continued commitment of implementation of accessible features within our facilities, be them externally within our parks and playgrounds as well. So how did we get to where we are? We engaged in quite a broad framework of public consultation. We wanted to make sure that we were engaging with the most people that would have a stake within accessibility within the town. So looking at our older adult population, our inclusion services clients, community and cultural groups, as well as just general interested residents. And myself and several other staff and through legislative services, as well as the Accessibility Advisory Committee members, undertook quite a few different public engagement tactics. We held a community conversation and public meeting. We also conducted an online and hard copy community questionnaire for a 6-week period. We attended several advisory committee meetings. We launched social media about the plan's review and enacted some targeted emails to our community and cultural groups. We also really did some grassroots initiatives and attended our 55+ seniors barbecue event to hand out surveys and questionnaires, as well as engaged with the Ajax Business Network at one of their quarterly breakfast meetings. So this particular slide was of very much interest to me throughout the process of creating the new plan, because as a part of the community questionnaire, we attempted to solicit statistics on disabilities, and this is specific to our Ajax community. So prior to this, we really didn't have any information drilled down to Ajax itself on the types of disabilities that exist within our community. And as you can see from the graph, it shows that physical, visual, and mental health disabilities are most prevalent, and this is again among those who participated and self-disclosed within the survey. And also worth noting, the majority of consultation participants were between the ages of 40 to 69, which further reinforces that focus of accessibility as our population and community continues to age. So in terms of the 2018-2022 plan, it has a very similar structure in terms of its content as the plans in previous years. We're providing an overview of the guiding legislation, those resource materials that we use to conduct the research and review for the plan, our process into how we develop the plan, as well as those 6 core areas that really strategically align with the priority focus of the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act itself. You'll notice we do have a new section though towards the end of the plan, and that was as a result of amendments in 2016 to the legislation, where we're now required to report on our maintenance and service disruptions and the levels of service of which we provide to anything that relates to accessibility in the town. Where we're going from here, we have quite a few continuing and new actions to look forward to over the next 5 years. And you can see on the slide the majority of which fall under our policy and procedure sections, as well as information and communications. Now there's much more detail within the plan itself, but it's worth highlighting a few things that we're looking forward to and everything that we have ahead of us over the next 5 years. So looking at over this next coming year, the development of the election accessibility plan, which has now been incorporated into legislation. It used to be a proactive exercise that Ajax took upon itself. We're also looking at the launch of our fully redesigned new website within the next year and a new public engagement platform. And as well as most of you were at the groundbreaking ceremony prior to this, we're really looking forward to the development of phase 2 of the Audley Recreation Center and Library with the new accessibility features it has to offer. So you'll notice that the formatting of the plan document itself is also taking on a new look. We have our new Accessible Ajax branding, but we're also looking to create a more accessible physical document itself. So inserting our appropriate headings, our symbology for those who may have color blindness, alternative text for our images, and that's something to make the document itself even more inclusive to our community. And this document does include the 2016-2017 achievements as well, all in one document, so we don't have multiple documents. So today we're looking to seek approval from the General Government Committee on the proposed plan, with final approval anticipated from Council in October. And once that's approved, we will be going forward with publication on the website, through our communications channels, and ensuring that we are keeping all of those that indicated interest on project follow-up up to date on the approval of the plan. So at this time, I'd be happy to take any questions.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Questions? Thoughts or hand up here? You did an excellent job. Thank you.
Thank you.
No questions.